G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm of course the Cavlos, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Path of Champions in Legends of Runeterra. We are going to be doing the 4-star Targon Campaign against Aurelion Sol, and we are going to be using Yasuo for today's run. So let's quickly go over the build real quick, the setup real quick, and then we are going to get things started. This is pretty much the same Yasuo setup or the Yasuo build that I used in the Zed adventure earlier this week. I believe it was the 4-star weekly adventure against Zed, the one which I mentioned that doesn't really feel like a 4-star adventure. So yeah, that is the same build that I am using here. The only difference is probably going to be the champion level, because obviously we've grown a little bit since then. I think I was at a level 27 or 26. So yeah, I've just grown 2 levels since that particular adventure. It shouldn't really make too much of a difference. But anyway, let's quickly go into the star powers. Follow the Wind 2 round start stun the strongest enemy. Navadal +1 starting mana when an ally strikes granted +1/+0. These two are really good, because whenever we stun, Yasuo's gonna strike, and whenever Yasuo strikes, he will get a +1/+0. I believe it also works for any ally in the deck as well, so it's definitely a really reliable set of powers to have. Okay, so let's quickly go over the champion level real quick. So level 28 here, that means we are going to be missing out on the level 30 Relic slot 3. However, I do have access to the 40 starring Nexus health, which I think should be good enough heading into the Aurelion Sol battle, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the relics here real quick. So like I said, pretty much the same build from the earlier run with Zed. Troll King's Crown allies have Overwhelm. I think is really good, because again, we are going to be buffing a lot of the allies' powers, so that means we could take advantage of the Overwhelm and do some really good Nexus damage. Alright, so the second relic is of course the Tempest Blade when I level up stun all enemies. I think this is a must-have on Yasuo after all, because once he levels up he stuns, and then this deal 2 will become a strike, and that strike will depend on the power that he has. And if the power essentially is bigger than the enemy's health, I think you get the picture. It's just gonna wipe clean the board. Alright, so the Everfrost here is pretty much the same deal like in the Zed run. I am using this because I don't have access to a third rare relic slot, and the Everfrost is also good because we could progress the level up condition really quickly. It's just gonna contribute to an extra stun. So that's pretty much the build here with Yasuo. So we are gonna head back out and we are gonna see. Okay, we're all loaded in, and as usual, let's see what Aurelion Sol is running. He is going with a Power Overwhelming, which isn't too bad. Draven here is Power Overwhelming as well. I believe this is Ashe. Ashe is Perfected Mana Flow. And Zoe here is Power Overwhelming. Okay, cool. So no Unyielding Determination so far, which I'm kind of happy about. But I believe there will be, battles with that particular power. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the first power node and pick up a power. Oh lord, this is amazing. Unstable inventory and duplicate copy the first card you play each turn. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up, no question about it. This is amazing. Duplicate is a really good power to have. Alright, so let's head to the Zoe here. Okay, so looks like we get a fairly decent start. I think we will re-roll the 2 Steel Tempest. Actually, we'll keep one of it, and we'll keep everything else. Frankly, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this should be too problematic. Yasuo is kind of strong, and he should be able to beat Aurelion Sol kind of easily. Probably Zoe's gonna attack here. It might be better off just to stun it right off the bat. We also have to be really mindful of one thing. So this is advice for some of you who are, playing Yasuo, because a lot of the units you actually have the draw 1. You have to be really careful that you don't accidentally mill yourself. So yeah, that could be a little bit problematic. I think all things considered, it might be better just to put on the Navori Blade Scout. He has the elusive on turn 1. He also has the barrier. He could potentially block the Zoe. Alright, the Zoe does want to attack. Cool. All the better. We're gonna bring on Faye here. This duplicate is gonna be absolutely, amazing. Try to keep up. Right, we're gonna bring on Yasuo next turn. He should get double stuns.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Let's see if I'm right.
Follow the wind. Watch your back.
Here's our chance. Now who's got the upper hand?
Yeah, double stuns. Amazing. Well, let's see if this guy attacks. He does attack, cool. So what we can do is we can play Still Tempest. Yasuo should level up here, and next turn we should get the win. The duplicate is just too overpowered.
Here's our chance.
I follow only one path, my own. I do all right.
Okay, we get the win next turn, cool.
Pick on some of your own speed.
One step closer to redemption.
Excellent. So looks like we get some good, pretty decent upgrades here. Well, not really upgrades, but extra cards here. Ren, Shadowblade, Sandstorm, and the Rekindler. Actually not decent, I lied. This is actually not that great because nothing really synergizes well. I think what I will do is I will just pick up the Ren here. It shouldn't really matter because, you know, the second we picked up that legendary power, we pretty much won the game, if I'm gonna be honest. So, yeah, we're still gonna pick up the Ren here because we have to. And we're gonna head to the support champion. We have Nautilus, we have Gwen, and we have Vayne. Vayne here has Radiant Plate Armor, which I don't really like. Gwen here with the Reckoner's Mark. I think we're gonna reroll this because we can. And see if we could get something better. We get Nasus, we get Renekton, and we get Nocturne as well. If I'm gonna be frank with you, I don't really like any of these. You know what, let's actually not spend any more rerolls because I want to keep for some powers. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pick up the Renekton here. It should be okay. Alright, let's see what our options. We have the Swain and we have the Fiora, but I think I would like to head to the shop node here. Adaptatron and the gold chest. So I think we're gonna head to the Swain. I see Fiora here with the unstable, sorry, not unstable, but the unyielding determination. I think we're gonna avoid that, so we are gonna take on the Swain. Okay, Concussive Palm, Will of Ionia, and Yoni. We're gonna reroll everything else except the Navori Blade Scout. Actually, we'll keep the Concussive Palm as well. We can cast it on turn 1 if we have to. We get 2 Ruthless Predators. Not ideal, but it's fine. We get our Yasuo here, which is cool. Can bring him on turn 3, I believe. Let's bring on the Blade Scout first. Okay, we get a free attack here with a Marauder, because it doesn't summon anything. Cool. There we go. Nice, this is 8 damage.
For the Empire.
I guess what we're gonna do is we need to be careful about milling ourselves. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pass the turn first, I would say. Yeah, let's pass the turn first. Okay, that's on attack, awesome. Yasuo on, it's alright, we stun it twice. There we go. At least we kill it, which is cool. Iron Ballista is fine, we can actually stun it again, and Yasuo should kill it. Or at least, you know, prevent it from dealing damage. Alright, there we go, and we have a free win here.
One step closer to redemption.
Wonderful stuff. So looks like we get a upgrade to the Yoni with a spell shield could be good. So I'm gonna pick this up for sure. Because, you know, that way we could circumvent potential obliterates against the Aurelion Sol, which is definitely better. So yeah, let's head to the shop here. And let's see, we have... Oh, okay, enemies are -1, -0 is great. I'm not gonna reroll this, and since we can afford it, we're just gonna straight up buy this. This is actually kinda decent. And let's see what our options here. We have Champion Item Chest and a Spells Chest. We have to take on the Karma, but I think it should be fine, so let's take her on. Right, so looks like we get a good start here. We will start with 10 mana gems because this is a karma, and I think what we can do is we could actually just keep this. I think we'll reroll the Ruthless Predator, but we'll keep everything else.
My family was raised on this soil.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the karma's gonna come on. I have an idea. I think what I'll do is we'll have Yasuo stun it. Let's actually pass the turn first.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting.
I think I have an idea. We'll pass the turn, trust me.
Peace begins within. Ionia speaks through me.
Alright, my initial idea was actually to have Yasuo stun, stun the karma and then stun the karma twice. But then I think what might be better is we actually play Yone here. We stun the 5-6 and the 18-20. We only take the 2-1 damage from the Green Glade duo, and then we can bring on Yasuo the next turn. Yeah, I think that's definitely better. Okay, so let's have Yone stun this guy and the karma.
True power requires restraint.
Full speed ahead.
We can actually even play Concussive Palm and just stun the elusive. It's fine. Alright, I know Yasuo's gonna level up here. I'm gonna pass the turn first because I want to see what what it summons. Concussive Palm of its own, it's fine. Right, so I think that's about it. That's, pretty much what I'm willing to risk. So I'm gonna bring on Yasuo now. The last thing I want is to pass the turn and then we waste the turn here. So we're gonna bring on Yasuo. Should stun everything and take it out.
Return home, Yasuo.
You know there's nothing for me there. I follow only one path, my own. Even I have good days. I do all right. My kind of lesson.
Our home.
Scurry back. to the
Beautiful.
shadows.
Okay, we get a free attack here. Really, really nice.
One step closer to redemption.
Okay, so let's see what we get here. We get an Avori Conspirator, 3-3 but ephemeral. Windstep Hillock, when I'm summoned, draw a Yasuo and stun the strongest enemy. When you gain the attack token, stun the strongest enemy. When I'm summoned, summon a copy of me. Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we really need this because we should be able to get Yasuo kinda consistently. But just in case we don't, I think we'll just pick this up. Alright, so let's head to the champion item chest here. And we get an upgrade. We're gonna upgrade Yasuo, of course. Let's give him the Giant's Belt or the Tough. I think the Tough is fine. We're gonna give that to him. And let's head to the shop note here. We'll get a Buy a Power. We get Haunted Tomb. We can't afford it regardless, so I think we'll just leave it then. But yeah, it's not even that great of a power in my opinion. Okay, so do we need any cards? I don't think so. We're fine. So let's just leave, and we're gonna take on Ashe.
I'll lead the.
Okay, so we don't get the Yasuo at the start, but we should be able to draw him. I think what I will do is I will reroll the Windswept Hillock, and I think what we'll do is we'll keep everything else. Right, let's put on the Seedling. We'll give it impact.
There's a scent in the air.
It's fine.
Can't afford to miss.
We'll use this as a blocking unit since it doesn't have impact, so we'll attack with this one.
I will unite the Freljord.
Alright, I don't think that's gonna be that big of a problem. Let's bring on the Marauder, get the free attack.
Their bones will litter the desert.
We could have actually played Ruthless Predator and give, you know, more damage to this guy, but it's fine. Actually, we can do that right here. Or, you know what, let's not do that. We should be able to bring on Yasuo next turn and then stun the Ashe, and then, yeah, that's definitely far better. Okay, we're gonna commit this then. Alright, Yasuo on.
I go where the road takes me. Even I have good days.
Hunt it down.
Alright, it's fine. What we can do is we can attack like so. Let's actually give the... you know what, we'll randomly give this Yasuo. We'll give randomly any Yasuo a +2, and we'll give the Bull Elnuk here the vulnerable. At least we take it out. Which is fine. What would be really good here is a rally, actually. A rally would actually complete this, because what we can do is we could, you know, attack on after we've attacked the first time, or, you know, on the defensive turn we could actually just straight up attack. That would be so amazing. But you know what, it's fine. We are just gonna accept what we've been given and work with it.
I'll lead us to victory.
Destiny waits. My kind of lessons.
Alright, doesn't really matter. You can go ahead and frostbite this Yasuo. You should still be able to win next turn.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded
That's fine.
world.
It is a-okay. In fact, it's alright. Actually, we can even bring on the Renekton here. That would be kind of swell, I would say. Wonderful. And we should guarantee the win here.
To the ice.
Really nice.
Blade never gets any lighter. One step closer to redemption.
Okay, so let's see what you get here. We get a Challenger, we get an Iceborne Gauntlet, and a Reckoner's Mark. +2/+2, and when I'm summoned, the strongest enemy and I strike each other. I don't really think we need this on Yasuo. Yes, I know it could be great because of the fact that he's gonna go up to a +6, you know, to a 6/6. But I think we've learned our lesson from some of the previous runs. I don't think this is gonna be that great in my opinion. So what I'd rather do here is actually like to spend one reroll, because I know there's 2 more power nodes up ahead. So yeah, I can safely spend one reroll here. I hope it's something great. A cost reduction will actually be really nice. We get a Phage here. When I'm summoned, refilling your mana, I go to my cost. I think we'll pick up the Phage. It's fine. We don't really need this mana deposit. Alright, so let's head to the power here. Wow, we get a stun here. This is big. That way we could level up Yasuo even faster. So definitely I'm going to pick this up. Alright, so we have a Honored Lord, we have a Champion Item Chest as well as a Item Chest. So I think we're going to aim for the Champion Item Chest here. That means we're going to either take on Ezreal or Caitlyn. Let's see which is the better of the two. Ezreal is Duplicate, Caitlyn is Unstable Inventory. I think Caitlyn is a little bit easier to deal with, so we'll take her on.
I'm on the case.
Okay, so looks like we get 2 Yasuos here. I think we're going to reroll one of them, and we'll reroll the Will of Ionia. We'll keep the Fae. Feyblade Twirler on.
Think you're fast? Cute.
After them.
After 'em.
Alright, it's fine, we can't attack, so we'll just pass.
Now who's got the upper hand? Underestimate me. I dare you.
Hot on the trail.
This is what I want to try. I want to play the Bloodthirsty Marauder. I think the free attack should trigger, because I know it will summon a duplicate copy, right? So I think the free attack should also trigger. That means we should be able to get 6 damage here. And because of the concussive palm is at a cost reduced too, what we can do is we can actually just stun the Caitlyn after we've played this. But I'm not really sure how the free attack will work here. I think it should work, so we'll give this a shot.
Their bones will litter the desert.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I thought this guy would attack as well. I guess it's fine. What we can do is we can just play concussive palm and stun the Caitlyn here. No, actually this might be better. We'll let this guy die, because that way we have enough space to bring on the Yasuo. Yeah, that's definitely far better. Alright, so we'll let one of them die, it's cool.
Laying the groundwork. One step ahead.
And then only now we'll stun. That way, we have 4 units, and then we have extras 2 slots for the Yasuo to come on the next turn, and we're pretty much safe.
Now who's got the upper hand?
There we go.
Here's our chance. Underestimate me. I dare you.
Alright, Yasuo on.
I follow only one path, my own.
Oh, actually we didn't need to bring him on. We could just have attacked with the Fae and whatnot. We would have still won. It's fine though. At least we still get some extra damage.
Even I have good no cure.
Well, what have we here?
It's alright. Let's attack it like so and we should win.
Tea time's over.
I will regain my honor.
Okay, so let's see. We have Gringlade Lookout. We have a Wind Singer here. I think we're gonna go with the Wind Singer. The Elusive could be good. So yeah, I think I fancy this a little bit more, compared to anything else. Right, we're gonna head to the champion item chest here. Let's pick up a Attack Nap 1, Reckoner's Mark again, and Fearsome. I really don't want to spend the reroll here, and I also don't want to pick up the Reckoner's Mark. I think what I will do is I will pick up the Fearsome on the Yasuo here. Alright, we can either go to Sejuani or Gangplank. Sejuani has duplicate, Gangplank has level up. I think Sejuani would still be more easy to deal with because Sejuani comes on later, so we don't really have to worry too much about that. And yeah, we should be able to play a little bit more aggressively, so let's take her on.
Trust me.
Alright, not bad. We will reroll the Ren and the Will of Ionia. We'll keep everything else. Yasuo here, really nice.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Right, I'm gonna bring on the Fae.
Think you're fast? Cute. Here's our chance. Underestimate me. I dare you.
Alright, I think we'll bring on the Seedling here and we'll give it impact. I know it's only gonna give one of them impact, but at least we could use the blocking unit. It's fine, we'll just attack first. Let's end the round.
Here's our chance. Underestimate me. I dare you.
Okay, it's cool. Takes out one Fae, but it's fine.
Zing! Should've said.
Bring on Yasuo here. Kill both of these guys. And we win next turn.
Watch it back. No one is promised tomorrow. No cure for fools. I do all right.
Light the signal fires.
You know, another item that you could try here, now that I'm thinking about it, if you don't get the rally, is actually the Crown Guard Inheritance on Yasuo. Because, as you can see here, I am leveling him up quite consistently. Well, provided you get, you know, actually like stun powers and whatnot, kind of consistently. But regardless, it should still be fine. If you could get the Crown Guard Inheritance, you could actually rally, and then you could attack in the process. So, it could have been a good pick as well. But, yeah, I didn't go for it because I didn't have the third rare relic slot, and I wanted the Everfrost, but it should be alright. Let's pass the turn.
Here's our chance. Now who's got the upper hand?
Alright, we get a win here.
Blade never gets any lighter. I will regain my honor.
Right, we get another Winsing upgrade. We get a Ren Shadow Blade with a free attack. That could actually be really, really good, especially the fact that it's a 7-4 as well. Reckoners Mark on the Empyrean, I don't really like. We are getting a lot of Reckoners Mark for some reason. But yeah, I think we're just going to go with the Ren Shadow Blade here. Right, so let's head to the shop. Let's see what we get in terms of the power. We get a memory game. On start, create in hand a fleeting copy of the last non-fleeting card you played. I don't really like that. I know there's only going to be one more reroll here, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to spend it. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's select Leave first. That way we could see what's ahead. We have a Boxtopus here, as well as a item chest. I think we can safely spend our reroll here then. So let's go ahead and do a reroll one time. Slow but steady when you play a slow spell copied onto the same targets. Well, to be fair, I don't really like any of these, so I think we're just going to leave it instead. I know there's probably going to be another shop here, so we'll keep it for that just in case we get a good power here and we don't need to spend the reroll. So let's go ahead and take on, I would say, the Jinx because I like the item chest.
I like you.
Oh man, I just realized I forgot to do one thing. I apologize about this. I usually like to do my settings before I record. But yeah, just a really quick one. I have to turn this back down to medium. If not, this is probably going to affect the frame rate terribly. I apologize if you guys are more like video fanatics out there, video quality fanatics. I have to go down to medium. If not, the frame rate will probably be kind of bad. It's probably not going to save the first half of the video, but I think the remainder should be fine. Alright, so let's take on the... Let's keep the Yasuo and the Navori Blade Scout here. We will reroll the Renekton. The Steel Tempest, I think we shall keep as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can tell, but the frame rate seems much smoother now. I totally forgot about that earlier. My apologies. Okay, let's bring on the Navori Blade Scout.
Never see me coming.
Anything helps.
Alright, Blade Scout on.
From the trees.
Stands for Jinx.
What we can do is we could actually just pass, I would believe.
Where is it?
Alright, we'll put this guy here.
This one's trouble.
Actually, we can stun, I would say. That'll be far better. The Navori Blade Scouts will die regardless, so I think we'll just stun the Jinx. That way we could progress Yasuo's level up as well. I'll get a Ren here, but I'm going to bring on the Yasuo. That's far better.
I follow only one path, my own. I go where the road takes me, my kind of lessons. Even I have good days. No cure for fear. I do all right. My kind of lessons.
Wonderful. We get a 22 damage here, which is fine. Good enough. Not exactly the win, but it's still good.
Rules are made to be broken, like buildings.
Another Jinxer is fine. We can just bring on Yone, stun it again, and, you know, rinse and repeat, I would say. Let's actually put the Ren. I think this will be better. We can get the free attack off immediately. That'll be far better, I would say, instead of the Yone. Right, that's definitely better. Alright, so we get a win here. Cool. Oh, it just has to deal Nexus damage, does it? What a sore loser.
One step closer to redemption.
Okay, we get Yone, we get Steel Tempest here. I think we're gonna pick up the Hextech. Well, these two are really, really good. Hextech Fabricator 3, grant your strongest ally random epic item this game, and the barrier could be decent. You know what? I think we'll just go with the barrier. It's fine. The barrier on Yone should be good enough for the Aurelion Sol. So yeah, let's take on the item chest here. We get regeneration on Yone. I think that could be good. The summoning beacon on the concussive palm. I think regeneration is better, so we'll pick this up. So let's head to the healer here. Get the 7 health, and we are gonna take on Draven.
Well,
Alright, so we get Yone, we get Windsinger and Ruthless Predator. We're gonna reroll everything except for one Yone. We get a Yasuo here as well, which is nice. Fey Blade Twirler first, I believe.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Free attack, very nice.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Right, doesn't want to summon anything, cool. So I guess we play Marauder, we get a free attack.
Cut them for our god!
Perfect, Yasuo next turn, and we should win.
Underestimate. I dare you.
is a leap's only purpose. Maybe I do have a future. I do all right. My kind of lessons.
Finally!
Wonderful.
Try to keep up. Let's do this!
Good death.
One step closer to redemption.
Okay, so let's see. We get a player spell, grant me +1/+1, giant spell, and dragon's tooth. I really prefer the cost reduction here, but I think we'll just pick up the dragon's tooth on the Yasuo. It's fine. The Fury could be decent as well, because when he strikes, the enemy dies. He's gonna level, well, not level up, but he's gonna get more power buffs, I would say. And it should still be okay. So let's go ahead and head to the next power here. And when I say power buff, I actually mean attack stat buff. And oh my lord, this is a mana gem. What in the world is going on with this run? We get duplicate at the start, we get stunned in the middle, and now we get a mana gem. I'm gonna pick this up. Oh my goodness. Alright, so yeah, this is why it's also good to go with the Troll King's Crown there, if I'm not mistaken. Just to double check again. Troll King's Crown, right? Yes, the Troll King's Crown. Because earlier you saw that we had an Overwhelm there, right? I don't think anyone's gonna give up the perfected mana flow for the Overwhelm, but because we do have the Troll King's Crown, which will give everyone an Overwhelm, I could happily give up the Overwhelm there and just pick up the mana flow without worrying too much at all. Because Overwhelm is also kind of good, you do not forget that, because of the fact that, we get to deal excess Nexus damage, so it's definitely a great power. So yeah, I'm definitely happy that we have the Overwhelm. Alright, let's go ahead and head to the Lulu, because I want the shop note here.
Please do.
Right, we get 2 Yonis and a concussive palm. I think we're gonna reroll everything because these are kind of expensive. Well, not kind of expensive, but not that great. Okay, much better. Oh, we get a Renekton here. We need a Yasuo here, but it's fine. We should still be able to work with it. Faye on first.
Fluffy tails fool ya.
Carrots can fly, Riv. Okay, okay. Ow.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Look, Lou, I made a picks too.
Right, we can actually draw Yasuo here. So now that I think about it, the Windswept Hillock is actually great. Because now we can guarantee a Yasuo draw. Wonderful.
Underestimate. I dare you. Now who's got the upper hand? Here's our chance. Underestimate. I dare you. Here's our chance. Now who's got the upper hand? Underestimate. I dare you.
What in the world just happened? I'm not really sure, but I'm not gonna complain. Let's actually just put on the Yasuo. How the hell do we have so many Windswept Hillocks here? And the best part is, you know, there was a lot of stuns going on. I think this would have been lethal if, you know, if we didn't have the Lulu power here. It's fine though. I think we'll just bring on Yasuo, just kill the board, and then we should still be able to win. I generally didn't know what the hell was going on. Let's actually replace the landmark. That'll be better.
I follow only one path, my own. Death is like the wind, always by my side. Even I have good days. My kind of lessons. No cure, fool.
Well, this isn't the glade.
It's fine. What we can do is we can attack like so. I will play Ruthless Predator, we'll give Yasuo the buff, and we'll give Lulu vulnerable. That way if we drag her here, we get guaranteed Nexus damage. Cool.
One step closer to redemption.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what happened back there because that was a lot of landmarks. But it could be a little bit problematic against the Aurelion Sol battle. So I think we're going to try to avoid playing that. The last thing I want is to fill my entire board with landmarks and I can't get the duplicates on the Yasuos and stuff. So yeah, that's definitely kind of bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick up the Will of Ionia here because it looks like the best thing out of the set. And the recall is nice. Get an empty mana gem is also great. Let's go to the shop here. See what we get. We get random 1 cost Poro. I don't necessarily think we need this, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's actually just pick up the elusive on the Fae here. I saw this, which I think is a really good pickup, so I'm gonna pick this up for sure. Now the question remains, do we need these little buddies here? Summon a random 1 cost Poro. Okay, hold on 1 second. Is the duplicate gonna affect summon or is it a play? Duplicate is copy the first card you play each turn. Alright, this could be bad because it could also potentially fill the board. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave this. I know this sounds like lunacy here, but I think we're just going to leave this. We don't really need this at this point. So yeah, we're going to leave the little buddies and we're just going to take on Darius. Right, let's reroll Renekton, Shadow Assassin, and Yoni. We'll keep the Yasuo. Oh, I just realized that Shadow Assassin would have been great here because we start with 3 mana, courtesy of the perfected mana flow that we have. Right. I should really remember the powers that I have. Anyway, let's bring on the Bloodthirsty Marauder here, get the damage off. I'm gonna attack straight up, and we can actually play Ruthless Predator. We'll give it to this guy. We'll give the vulnerable here. And kill it. Get some 4 damage off, nice. Now let's see what comes on. We can bring on Yasuo here if we want to.
I have my
Darius, wonderful.
Is a leaf's only purpose. No cure.
Alright, it's fine, we'll end the round. Perfect. I think we get the win here, right? We do.
Fury.
I will regain my honor.
Alright, we have a stun here with the Gal. We'll pick this up. And now I'm realizing we probably should reroll at the shop because I had one extra reroll token. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I thought, you know, we've already spent it at the shop. I didn't really notice that. But that's alright, we are doing well, so I think we should be able to take on Aurelion Sol. So we're just gonna take on Misfortune here.
Sure you can.
Okay, let's reroll Yoni and the Ruthless Predator.
No prey, no pay.
Or bring on Faye here. We might have to sacrifice one of them.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
What is Misfortune again? Power Overwhelming. Okay. I guess we'll have to sack one of them, I believe. Yeah, that way we take less damage. We have to, we have to. It's a valiant sacrifice.
Should have sagged. Now who's got the upper hand?
Right, I'm gonna bring on Yasuo here.
Is a leap's only purpose. Even I have good.
Keep firing till they're dead on the ground. My kind of plan.
Okay, he's gonna level up here actually if we stun. So I'm gonna stun the Corsair.
Here's our chance.
My kind of lessons. I follow only one path. My own. No cure for fools. I do all right.
I'll be damned.
Nothing feels better than the
Alright, we should have the win here.
Try to keep up.
Can I help you?
Okay, Ruthless Predator, we'll give it to... I will give it to the Elusive, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. We have enough damage. There we go.
I will regain my honor.
I'm gonna get +2/+0 on Faye. We're gonna pick this up for sure. This is really, really good. Right, so let's take on Aurelion Sol here and see how things goes. Okay, not bad. So we're not making the same mistake again. We have access to the Shadow Assassin on turn 1. Unfortunately, we don't have the attack token, but it's fine. I think we should be able to keep the... I think we'll reroll the Ruthless Predator. We can't keep the Yoni because it might be important for the upcoming battle. So yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll just keep everything here.
Shroud the world in wind.
Shadow Assassin.
The order rewards its faithful.
Right, Yasuo on.
Is a leap's only purpose. I do all right.
Okay, doesn't really matter. You obliterate one, it's fine. Alright, we have the stun here. Yasuo actually levels up if I'm not mistaken, definitely. Let's actually just stun the... Let's stun the Vi.
No one is promised tomorrow. Even I have good days. My kind of lessons. I do all right.
As foretold.
Alright, let's attack.
I will play my part.
32. We can bring on Yoni next turn to stun. I think A.Sol's gonna come on. Alright, it's alright. Let's actually put on the Ren here, I would say. Yeah, that way we get some free attack damage. That could be great. Oh, we might actually just win next turn. We don't need to worry too much. Yeah, we should win next turn. Let's put the Blast Cone Seedling. We'll give it the impact as well. Doesn't really matter. I think we have to win next turn.
Even I have good days. I do all right.
Beautiful. We should have to win here.
I can take it.
Alright, nice.
I will regain my honor.
Alright guys, so that is the run complete. So what is the takeaway from this one? Well, I would say the takeaway is Yasuo is a really strong champion. And if you pair him with the right relics, he's just going to be an absolute machine for you. He's going to clear out the board, he's going to win you battles, he's going to win you games. Now, I will not deny I got kind of lucky because I got 2 legendary powers in the same run as well as a really beneficial rare power in the stun here. But yeah, the duplicate and the perfected mana flow. But I think it should still be okay, even though if you don't have access to these good powers here. If you have access to, I think, at least the star power 2, I think he should be fine. So I guess in other words, you can say Yasuo is not a 0-10 like in League of Legends, but he is actually a 10-0 here in Legends of Runeterra, if you get the meaning. But I think he is definitely going to help you out with your runs, and I think it should be an easy clear when you use him. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, consider leaving a like as well as subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate your support, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of Legends of Runeterra or Path of Champions content just like this one. And with that being said, this is Cavlo signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me as well. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.